Here we go, shiny stars. Today we're going to be working on capitalizing and punctuating quotations. We've done this before at school, but it's been a little while, so this should be a really good review for us. Let's go over the rules first. It's going to remind us what we're supposed to remember. It's right up here. I'm going to underline. I'm going to use my closed reading strategies. I'm going to underline what I think is important in the rules and the directions, so that way I don't forget. You don't need to have this piece of paper printed out or anything like that. We're going to do it. You can do it on your regular notebook paper, okay? Always capitalize the first word of the speaker's exact words. So I'm going to underline, capitalize the first word of the speaker's exact words. Okay. Always capitalize. If the quotation comes first, add a comma, question mark, or exclamation point inside the quotation marks at the end of the speaker's words, and add a period at the end of the sentence. So let's take a look which ones. This is really long, so I'm going to use my strategy here. Quotation comes first. I'm going to add the comma, question mark, exclamation point inside here, inside the quotation mark. And at the end of their words, I'm going to add a period at the end of the sentence. Okay? There we go. The next one, if the quotation comes last, add a comma at the end of the tag and a question mark, exclamation point, or a period inside the quotation marks. That's if the quotation comes last. Let's take a look. You should get your pencil and your paper ready. We're going to rewrite these sentences with correct capitalization and punctuation. So take a look at number 1. Sherry exclaimed, "My flowers are growing so well." Okay, so does our quotation come at the beginning or the end of the sentence? Is it at the beginning or at the end? Yeah, it's at the end. So let's look at our rule for if it comes last. Looky here. If the quotation comes last, add a comma at the end of the tag. Well, what is the tag? What is that tag? The tag is Sherry exclaimed. What did she do? She exclaimed. That's what we call a tag. So I'm going to use my edit marks. I need to have my comma after the tag and a question mark, exclamation point, or period inside the quotation marks. Since the quote is at the end, it's the end of the sentence there, I'm going to need to add my punctuation. And she exclaimed, so I'm going to add an exclamation mark right at the end. I want you, now it's your turn, go ahead and rewrite this sentence with our edit marks. Go ahead and write that the correct way. Let's do this one together. Uh-oh, looky there, Miss W forgot one right there. What are we supposed to do to this one? Looky here, looky here, looky here. If the quotation comes first, looky here. Always capitalize the first word of the speaker's exact words. As I started writing, then I remembered, uh-oh, I need to capitalize that because that is what she is saying. She exclaimed. So our very first, just like it's a sentence within a sentence. So, well, let's scooch that over a little bit for you guys. My flowers are growing so well. There we go. That's number 1. If you need to pause or Miss W is going too fast, just pause the video, okay? Take a look at number 2. Marco asked, what did you do to help them grow? Marco asked, what did you do to help them grow? So, quotes, beginning or end? At the end. Right at the end over there. So, Marco asked, what do we need to do? We have to add our comma after the tag, capitalize the first word of what is said, the exact word. That's what they're saying. What did you do to help them grow? Are we done? No, we're not. We need punctuation. Always, always, always have to have punctuation, or it's not a complete sentence. Here we go. That looks good to me. Why don't we go ahead and rewrite that? Go ahead and write that on your paper. What did you do to help them grow? There we go. What did you do to help them grow? Let's take a look at number 3. My sister and I weeded and watered them every day, replied Sherry. Now, does our quote here come at the beginning or the end of the sentence? This one's at the beginning, so let's remind ourselves, if the quotation comes first, we need to add a comma, question mark, or exclamation point inside the quotation marks at the end of their words. So, here's what she's saying. My sister and I weeded and watered them every day. So it says I need to add my comma right there inside those quotes. But looky here, don't forget. It's exactly what she's saying. What else are we missing? Do you guys see it? I see it, I see it, I see it. It's the punctuation. There we go. There's the punctuation. Let's go ahead and rewrite this the correct way. You guys ever gone out to weed? Pick up weeds out of the flower beds? I had to do that all the time when I was a kid. My mom still likes to plant lots and lots of flowers. Inside the quotation mark. There we go. My sister's name is also Sherry, but she's a little bit different. Add our punctuation. There we go. There's our third one. Number 4, let's take a look. Carrying water is hard work, exclaimed Sherry. Before, it starts at the beginning, so our quote comes at the beginning. Let's remind ourselves, what do we have to do? Comes first, we have to add the comma inside the quote. Let's do that first. Carrying the water is hard work. So right there, I'm going to put my caret, my question mark. What else or question mark. My comma. Oh my goodness. So don't forget, capital letter. We have a complete thought. Exclamation. She exclaimed. There we go. Go ahead and write that on out. Carrying water is hard work. Put my quote there, comma, quote. exclaimed Sherry. And that's what it looks like when we're all done. So if you ever need to go back and look and try it again, if you want to try one on your own, you can write that right in the bottom of your page and come up with something. Maybe you can exclaim something and write a quote down. This is practicing our quotations. See you later.